I have recorded this introduction several times now, and I have realized there's never going to be an angle that is going to look completely right to me on the rewatching of this myself. So I'm just going with this. Um, but you can believe me that I'm far more attractive in real life. Um, no, I joke. But anyways, my name's Arthur. I wanted to film a quick introduction to this channel to talk about who I am and why I'm making a YouTube channel. Because I don't know, it's kind of weird to be making a YouTube channel. Not many people do. Anyways, I'm a trans man, and I would say that I am in the middle of my transition. So the way I define that personally is that I've been on testosterone for 9 months now, so most of the sort of exciting, immediate, the voice drop changes of testosterone have happened for me. It's done. I pass. That's great. Life is sort of what I wanted. More than that, even. I get to live my life as a dude. People on the street see me as a dude. It's just nice. But there are other aspects that are still sort of happening. So I haven't had top surgery yet, and I haven't tried dating as a trans guy. I don't know, public bathrooms are still a little scary for me, even if no one's gonna say that I should be in the women's room anymore. There's still that residual amount of, I don't know, a long time in my life I went to the women's room. So on all those sort of aspects, I would say that I'm in the middle of my transition. And oddly enough, I would say that I am really loving my transition, and I'm not even eager for it to end, which I know is a bizarre statement. But I have found that transitioning has spurred me onto this period of my life where I've experienced more personal growth and sort of introspection, and not just about gender, about myself, what I want, who I am, what I've done, all that stuff, than any other period of my life. So I'm not so much gotta get it up and done, and then I can be a post-transition trans guy who is just living a normal life and is stealth and all that. That's not something I'm rushing towards. But anyways, so I think that on this channel, I'm going to be talking mostly about being transgender and about different, tips I have, or product reviews, or, sort of my voice change videos, which I have been recording, or, sort of commentary on different things, but all sort of centered around this trans identity, because it's going to be a trans YouTube channel, but it's definitely, sort of an interesting experience of making a YouTube channel centered around only one part of my identity, when I would say in real life, it's a very small part of who I am. So aside from being trans, I'm an econ PhD student. So what this means is that my full-time job is reading papers and learning and coming up with ideas and doing research. And I think that's pretty awesome to be a paid learner. And ideally, this is going to be something that I'll continue for the rest of my life. So my goal after I finish up with my PhD is to become a professor. And so I'm excited to teach, and then also to continue doing research and continue, just learning my whole life. So, in real life, most of what I spend my time talking about is being a macroeconomics nerd. But, somehow I expect the demographic of demand for this for a YouTube channel is a little smaller. And also, I have enough people to talk to about the fact that I love economics, and I have very few people to talk to about my transness. Or rather, my friends love hearing about it. My friends hear about it. They hear about it one way or another. But I don't have many trans people in my real life. So sort of this brings me to why am I making a YouTube channel? So I I wanted to make a YouTube channel for a while, but I was really afraid that someone in my real life might stumble upon my channel. And if you are from my real life and you've stumbled upon my channel and you're watching this, well, hello. Hopefully you don't think I'm insane now. But I decided I was just going to get over this fear, because I really want to. And so the biggest reason to me is to connect with my people. So I had hoped that I would be able to go to a real life in-person transgender support group, see all that stuff this year. But then, it's 2021. It is the year of COVID, the seemingly never-ended year. And so that didn't happen. And so I kind of reflected on sort of how I got to this place, and the people that I found really helped me on choosing to transition, and getting confidence and making all those different steps along the way. And a lot of them were sort of small YouTube channels. So I guess to name a few people, there's I'll Roll With It, The Slow Fox, Ashton Daniel, Ashton Colby, Sadlord777. They're always, I think they've changed their username, but anyways, anyone else, Call Me Laddie, a variety of sort of smaller YouTube channels. And they're different in many ways, but the thing that they have in common is that they is that their videos are sort of raw and unedited and diary style, and I just find very relatable. So you know, I love like these sort of, you know, very well produced, like Jackson Bird, no offense, you know, Ash Hardell, those videos as much as the next guy, but like there's something very cool about people who are taking you along with them on their journey of like, you know, questioning things, or, you know, making various steps and feeling disappointed or excited or scared, and really letting you in. And I think that was really cool, and it really like resonated with me, really helped me. I think it's cool that a lot of these people are like, both their lives aren't dominated by being transgender activists necessarily, but they are not embarrassed about the fact they're transgender, and that's like a fine line that I'm trying to like toe, of being open and confident about being trans, but also not letting it like take, you know, take over my life. And and so, anyways, I've really respected these people for a while, and so I wanted to make a channel that emulated this style. And so that's what I'm doing. And I'm also hoping that there will be other effects of sort of like, you know, I mentioned I want to be a professor, and you're probably hearing in this video that I speak with lots of likes and ums, and there are lots of skills that I'm trying to learn about, you know, being a good presenter, making things easy and clear to understand. I'm sure like learning video editing skills, all of this stuff I'm hoping I'll be then able to take on to like my real career. So yeah, and also there's an element of like, I'm someone who journals, and I really love reading my old journals, and it feels a little egotistical, the idea of doing this in YouTube format, but I just gotta get over that stigma, because I really wish that I had old videos for myself. I would have loved if I'd had a YouTube channel, high school, college, you know, all those times of my life, but I didn't. So it's never, I figure, you know, better late than never. But yeah, I like the idea of being able to, in the future, look back on these videos and be like, oh, that's what I was like in that point of my life. And especially given that I'm in the middle of my transition and there's just so much happening, and, you know, I want to talk about like queer politics and sexism and like, you know, what it's like being a guy now, and like people on the street and bro culture and all that stuff. And I mean, you know, my friends and my housemates, you know, they get their earful of that, but you know, I think it might be more fun, you know, it's more likely that you are enjoying this abstract viewer of a trans video, than my friends in real life, who are mostly straight and mostly exclusively cisgender. Um, Anyways, so this is me, Arthur. Hopefully this video was not too bad, and you can trust that the future ones are going to be better in a variety of ways, and I hope you stick around as a subscriber. So anyways,